And we're live.
Okay.
You sound a little. Oh, all right.
No. I'm
Here we
excited. I'm
are.
really super excited. No. I'm excited. Okay. Let's do it. Hurry up and get in here, everybody. Let's talk. I'm dying. I'm dying to know.
I went to my channel. I'm looking. There it is.
I want to. I want
Oh,
to.
I have it set way too late. Let
Oh,
me
girl.
go in and change that.
I wondered why nobody was in here yet. I'm like, where is everybody? Where's everybody? Well, hopefully they'll get their notifications.
I hope. Edit. It won't let me edit the time now?
No, but you're live, so it doesn't matter. I mean, they'll get their notifications. Yeah, I just got my notification.
Okay, maybe. Well, darn.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah, we're live.
I could have. It's let me change.
7
Well, I guess
people in
I
chat.
always noticed it before I hit live.
Girl, you're still down there? Yeah, honey, she's still there. We have boots on the ground
Yeah,
in Florida.
they may be fine. Hello.
Yeah, boots flying in the air soon. We hear apparently. Randy's gonna tough it out. She's gonna be a soldier out there for us.
Hey, Christy. Hey, Deb. Knitting. Let's see if can I turn this up? Yes, I know I can.
Hey Marie. Hey guys. Hey Debbie. Pammy B. How you doing, girl? Hey Ginger. Debbie Doll.
Yeah, I'm still down here. Wait. There was court today. It was. Thank you, Ginger.
Look at her. I know, huh? Randy out here looking like a whole snack. Look at her with her little her little layered necklaces, with her little look. She's got a look on today. She did an outfit of the day.
I did do an outfit of the day.
I love it.
Hey, Serendipity. M Mac Attack. I'm just going to say Mac Attack. Oh, knitting. Let's see. Some people are starting to get here, y'all. This was one of, other than this Category 5 hurricane that we're expecting, it's a great day.
Only you would be 10 hours away from home in a Category 5 hurricane. How that's only can happen to you?
Only me. Only me. And I feel so sorry for Jim, because Jim's a lot more worried than I am.
I know, we're all worried. You're happy as a clam in your, hotel room, all warm and safe and fine. We're all terrified. Hey,
Well,
Lindsay, how are you, honey? Hey, Wildflower. I'm scared
hey,
to death. I'm in Tampa. I guess I don't know where it's tracking, but definitely prayers to everybody in the path to be safe out there, you guys.
yes. Hey, I hear Smiles. Very
Hey,
worried.
Smiles. Good to see you. With her non-smoking hurricane-proof windows. Okay, good. See, she's safe. She's safe as kittens over there.
Sure, I do think that they do something extra to the windows here in Florida, because they're just like, it's a hurricane. Except for Debbie. She's like freaking out.
She's nervous.
I'm really not like a hurricane schmurricane, honestly. I am a bit nervous, but I have to stay calm, because I don't want to scare my kids or my husband.
Yeah.
So
the first day of the trial, very exciting.
it was very exciting.
Take us through everything. Morning. Take us through everything. Go. What happened?
So look, when we first got there, I thought, shit, because there was a line all the way down the road, and
did we know what that line was for? Was it for Sarah, or was it for somebody else?
I thought it was for Sarah, but I thought, hey, what's a good idea? Ask.
Yes, good. Yes, that is a good idea. Better than waiting in the line.
Right. which Debbie trotted off to go wait in line. She just left me. Just went all the way.
Debbie was just trying to save you a spot, girl. Debbie's got your back over there.
So I said, "Are y'all in line for the Sarah Boone trial?" And they're like, "We're jurors."
Oh,
Juror line. There are a
jurors.
lot of
Yeah,
jurors.
I remember the judge said that he was going to have like hundreds of jurors show up because he wanted to pick jury in 2 days.
Yeah. But so well, we got there. We got in. I got searched, patted down.
Oh dear.
My freaking necklaces and watch set off the alarm. So,
Oh no.
yeah. And
They confiscated some stuff. What did they confiscate?
they confiscated my RAP grape alarm with a flashlight. It had a flashlight on it.
So that's gone. And I love that they don't put it in a basket for you to pick up at the end of the day. They just doink in the trash. Goodbye.
They did not find the wasp spray for your grandma. They took, for some reason, like I just grabbed a purse and that I haven't used in a while and put stuff in it. Well, dumb. Down in the bottom, I had about, I don't even use metal nail files. And honest to goodness, I had about 9. It was a lot. It was
Girl, ma'am, are you trying to get Sarah to get slip her a metal file so she can carve her way out of jail?
I was so embarrassed, and they just kept, and it was because the bigger the bag, the more stuff you carry, and because it's a big bag, they just kept pulling stuff and kept pulling stuff and kept pulling stuff.
Oh my God, it's like Mary Poppins bag.
And they kept running it through, and then there came the tweezers. 4 sets of tweezers I had.
Oh my God. People in your house have been searching for tweezers for weeks, and they've all been sitting in the bottom of your bag.
Yeah. Apparently, I hoarded nail files and tweezers. Who knew? So I'm thinking, we're late. I got blisters on both feet. Golly, they hurt. So we get up. I went and asked the lady where the Sarah Boone trial was, and she told us, and we were the first ones there. I was like,
what? Like, why is nobody here? That's so crazy.
There's a whole bunch of people downstairs going to court. There was a lot of people going to this. Is a big courthouse.
A lot of people in trouble.
Yeah. The girl in front of me she was sad. I could tell that she had court. God bless her. I took a picture. No, I didn't. I'm just kidding. I didn't. But so you think you're the first ones there, you're in. But no, the media started showing up. The interview that I uploaded, those guys are from Germany. They came in from Germany.
Wow. Why would they care what is happening in the Sarah Boone trial in Germany?
Must be pretty big over yonder. I saw your community post. Thank you, Lavender Sunday. Thank you. Hi, Steady. So,
Me or no? Can you hear me? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I either I cut out or you cut out. I don't know who, but I missed what you just said.
Thank you, Vicky. Thank you so much. I do feel better. I do. I had a rough couple of days with my ears, but so we sat out there for, I want to say 2 hours. Probably about an hour and a half, and we kept trying to get in. They were like, no, and I peeked my head in.
No, ma'am, go sit down. You weren't wearing your press pass? What the heck?
No. And I asked
your
the
press
guy,
pass lanyard that says press for real, and then you should wear that.
For real.
Press for real.
Apparently, if you have a big ass camera, though, they just let you in.
And that's what you need to carry.
I wish I could remember the guy's name because somebody said his name and I was like, hey, let's say his name is Gary. It wasn't it, but Gary, you know, give us something. And do you know that rude bastard, F you, Gary, wouldn't even speak, wouldn't even look our way, like way too. Mm-mm.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
He was dedicated, obviously, to his
Oh yeah.
post.
Yeah. I'm famous.
Oh,
You're not.
right.
So
Clearly.
right there at the end, because we knew it was getting time to get in, they said these two other women showed up, and they said we're just going to let in two people. And I thought to myself, hey, Mayberry days, I thought to myself, just try it, ladies.
Right. Just try to cut. Try to
Yeah.
cut, ladies. Watch what I do to you.
I got up at 4 o'clock this morning, stayed lost for 2 solid hours in the rain and the dark.
I'm getting in.
Yep, stood outside for about 45 minutes waiting on an Uber that I never even ordered. So, yeah, that
Wow.
happened. Yeah. But we all actually all of us got in. So,
Good. Good. So I get messages from Randy. I'm getting some her scoop from inside the courtroom. She says, I'm in. Oh, wait, is that the first thing? No, the first thing you told me was that Sarah was having she was cranky because tell us about that. You said Sarah was not happy when she first got there.
And I was in the bathroom, to be fair. I didn't use my phone in court.
No, she didn't use her phone in court, so don't go tattling. She didn't use her phone in court. She went to the restroom. I even heard flushing somewhere. Somebody was flushing.
Yeah, well, it was me because it's the automatic flush. You walk back, walk back.
Oh, okay.
But
I heard that. So I'm her witness.
Look, my first note is Sarah's attorney just held the door for me. We're sitting in the jury box.
Yeah, you have to explain that. Why were you guys sitting in the jury box?
So okay. The big thing today, the reason she was late coming in was, one, she didn't get dressed at the jail. And two, she put on an outfit that her attorney did not want her to wear. They got into it. I thought it was her not wanting to wear what they brought. It wasn't that.
Why?
She put on the wrong blouse.
And he had an issue with it?
Yes.
Why would he have such an issue with that?
I think he was just beside himself and done. He said that if you watch the interview I uploaded, if you can hear it, I haven't listened yet. He said, we do have our differences. And he said that like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah. And one of their differences was definitely over.
I heard that her shoes, she had to wear her flip-flops or whatever because I guess shoes didn't get there in time.
They got there. They had the wrong kind of bottoms. They were too hard. They weren't approved by the court. And that's why we're in the jury box. And Sarah Boone, they completely turned them around on the other side of the table where the potential jurors couldn't see her jail shoes.
It's so stupid because are we thinking really that the jury doesn't know that she's in jail? Like, I don't understand. Like, are you really going to try to pretend that we all don't already know that she's been in jail for 4.5 years? Like, it's just so stupid. But all right, whatever. I guess rules. Those are rules.
And we also saw George's brother today.
Oh.
Yeah.
I bet they're not happy with all this postponing.
He didn't even come in the courtroom.
Really?
Probably because, he's a potential
he might be a potential witness.
Yeah, they were
So he
taking him
probably
off
just
to
has to
an
sit out
impound.
there.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. Oh,
So
that's hard. That's got to suck too because you don't know what's going on. You can't hear any of the testimony, so you don't know how it's going. You just have to sit there and wait until they call you. God, that's got to be rough.
yeah. Yeah, and it just keeps getting and right off the bat, one of the co-attorneys for her, he stood up and he wanted he's staying here. He wanted out of here because of the hurricane.
Uh-huh.
And he he just couldn't understand why there was court. And the judge disagreed with him. And then I started panicking, texting Jim, like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I'm going to stay longer. Oh my gosh. But
Yeah.
because then that's when he announced 3 weeks when I thought it was 2 weeks. But
Yeah.
now it's, I'll be home next year, I think.
Right. You're going to be there for a while.
It was seeing her finally come in the courtroom, because by this time everybody's pissed. Everybody in the courtroom's like pissed on her because we're
Yeah.
sitting there and they're
Because
like,
she's holding up the show, right? Like it's supposed to
yes,
start at 9 o'clock or whatever. And I can tell this judge, I think he's a good judge. I like this judge. I
yeah,
think he's fair. I think he's reasonable. I think he's more than patient, especially with her and her shenanigans. He's been more than patient with her, but he runs like, on time. Like you can tell he doesn't put up with distractions and, um stall tactics or things like that. Like you can tell he doesn't want any of that. He wants to start on time, no interruptions, etc. And you could tell that today obviously was from the jump. It was one problem after another. And then the bitch
yeah.
asked for water.
Oh, that was a mess. That was a.
And
I didn't.
he's like, I have to talk to jail after the break. Okay, ma'am, come on, shut up.
Well, but
Asking for
here was
water.
the thing. Like, I had a whole ass bottle of water in my backpack, and I thought, I wonder if they get my.
You slip it up. You're all, pass this to Sarah.
Yeah. Well, let's move this along. Come on.
Hey, I got your water, babe. Here's your water. Done.
Yeah.
What else do we need?
I don't even want it back. You can have the whole thing. I ain't drinking that. But the judge, for some reason, looked over at one of the sheriff people, and that guy said no.
For water? Nope. Can't have any water?
Yep.
Good. Screw her. You know who
Yeah.
else wanted water? George.
Yeah. Honestly, it was. I think at one time she even said, "I'm really thirsty," and I was like, "Flashbacks, flashbacks."
She wants her
Sarah,
Dr. Pepper and her smokes. With her Dr. Pepper and her ciggies.
I do think she had on a little bit of makeup.
Well, good. Good.
It was.
So then I get a message from Randy that says, where is it? That you okay? So you said, I'm in and I'm sitting beside. Can I tell them what you said?
Yeah.
She said, I'm sitting beside Sarah's mom, and I was like, oh my god, shut up! And I said, oh my god, I said, become her best friend, Randy. You can do it.
I was already on that before she even said it. I was on it. I was like,
I knew you would be. I knew you would be.
I said, I love your shoes. They were them wicker shoes, but whatever. And the woman reached over.
Any best friendship. I love your shoes.
Yeah. Yes.
Best friends.
She reached over and loved on me, and I was like, I'm in there.
That's right. Best friends.
Yeah. Because the reason that everybody in our row thought she was Sarah's mom is because I think she told them she was a family member because she got an escort in.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, then tell them what happened.
So then I'm all making friends with her and we're whispering and I'm like, so are you here just as an observer? She's like, yes, honey. Are you a true crime buff too? And I'm like, yeah. I was like thinking, damn it. By this time, I done got 2 hugs and almost a phone number, but I cut that off right there.
Hug some strangers at the court. I can't. And
Yeah.
then, well, did it turn out that she was her mother?
No, she's not her. She wasn't her mother. She just flew. She flew from Wisconsin to
Wow. She flew all the way from Wisconsin to be at the trial?
for no
Dang.
reason. For no reason, because she flew in just like I drove
Just
into
like
a
you
hurricane.
did. She wanted to be there. Wow.
So,
Oh, dang.
because
So
I
it
said,
was
I'll
not
see.
her mom.
I said, I'll see you
Randy-
Monday. She said, no, heading back.
So she flew all the way for one day?
Yep.
Oh, no. That is crazy. Yeah. So then Randy says, I tried. We became friends. It's not her mom. It's like, I was dying. And then she said, she hugged me twice. I said, who is she? Just
Don't
a true
know.
crime buff.
Yeah.
Oh, hilarious. Hilarious.
And then right here on my notes, I wrote, not her mom, sad face.
Not her mom. Sad face. I can't.
So court started at 9, 10:10, nothing. 10:15, Sarah came in. And so there was that.
There's like this 5-minute clip of her in the beginning. Should we play that? You want to
Yeah.
watch that real quick? Okay. Let me pull that in real quick so we can just get a kind of an idea of
They were okay, Sandy. I probably wouldn't have got them for myself, but they looked good on her. I didn't think
Okay.
her. I thought she had beautiful toenails.
Okay, pull this in, babe.
It's in.
Oh, all right. Sorry about that. Let me hit play.
What are you taking?
Tonics for stomach acid and Lipitor.
When's the last time you took those medications? Are they affecting your ability to perceive or understand? Okay, thank you. All right, the parties have been provided answers to our jury questionnaires and an outline of a seating chart. Just as a friendly reminder, please do not use last names when addressing any member of our venire. Please use paddle numbers.
And you heard all this, right? You were there for all this?
Yeah. Yeah, I wrote down.
I
got ready because I thought this is going to be a Paso appeals. And I
Yeah.
just, no.
The crime charge in this matter is second-degree murder. I did ask the state to provide a copy of the score sheet to the defense. Has that been done?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and what is the lowest permissible sentence based on the score sheet?
22 and a half years, 246 months.
Okay, ma'am, and there's no offer to resolve this case, is that correct?
The offer is still 15 years on a manslaughter.
Okay, ma'am, do you understand the charge in this case?
Yes.
Do you understand that it's a punishable by life felony?
Yes.
Do you understand what that means?
I will be in prison for the rest of my life.
Okay. Do you understand that if we were to proceed to trial in this matter, and if you were found guilty, the lowest permissible sentence that the court could levy in this case would be 22.5 years in the Department of Corrections? Do you understand that? Do you understand the state's offer to resolve this case?
Yes.
Okay.
The offer is
15 years to a lesser included charge of manslaughter, with the understanding that she would serve 85% of that sentence.
that's up to the department and her behavior, but that is my understanding.
Okay, so just real quick, they're
Wait a minute. You're cutting out. Is it me? I can't hear you. Can y'all hear me? You hear me? Oh, Wendy, I can't hear you.
okay. I'm back. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Sorry. Yeah, no, it was me. I typed in the chat. It was me. So sorry. Okay. So the state is offering her a plea deal still up until today, even this morning. They're offering her this plea deal, 15 years. and she'll only serve 85% of it, which is like 12 years or so, 12 years and some change. She's already been there 4.5 years.
Right.
I'm sure she would get credit for time served, I'm assuming. So she's only could serve another, what, 7 years, 8 years, maybe? And she's turning that down for a shot at minimum 22 years to life.
Yes.
She's such an idiot. Why would she turn that down? Although,
I don't know.
If she ran this up to the line and then today took the plea, people would beat her ass. Because all this time, 8 fucking lawyers, finally a 9th lawyer, delay after delay after delay, just to finally take a plea at the last second. But she's an idiot. Why isn't she taking this deal?
I don't know. Love you, Sierra. I don't know.
Sierra. Love you, beautiful.
I wrote this down. I'm like, what? She rejected? Exclamation point! Exclamation point. I was over there like I was trying to make eye contact with James. I'm like,
she's gonna lose this case hard, and I hope he throws the book at her, making them go through this whole damn trial. This is ridiculous.
I think he's gonna, and here's why. Because you could see, like today, the judge. This is just my opinion. Don't. Hey, moderator. I know no water for her. Somebody else's water, as a matter of fact, sitting beside her that she can't have. Notice that. But
maybe her lawyer can bring her some water. But anyway, let's finish this. And she's gonna reject it. Full chest. She rejects this. I don't understand why. She's an idiot. This is ridiculous. Listen.
Yes.
Ma'am, understanding the state's offer, do you wish to accept or reject the state's offer to resolve this case?
Reject.
Okay.
Ma'am. Why?
Ma'am, a witness list was filed by the defense. Have you had the opportunity to review and go over with your attorney those witness lists? Okay.
Judge, I can only go out there certain times, but we've amended the witness list several times. I don't think she's seen the most amended witness list, which I don't know when it was filed, but I'll make sure today during a break and go down and make some copies of the list.
Yeah, Sandra. It's been 4.5 years that this has been going on. So she would only have 7.5, 8 years. That's it left to serve. And she's going to take life. She's going to roll the dice and end up with life because she thinks that she's going to get on this stand and, tell everyone that she has straight A's and that, she was scared for her life. That's what she's going to tell people. And she thinks that people are going to buy it. It's not going to happen.
Thank y'all. No, it's not. It's not going to happen.
She's going to lose hard.
This is my opinion is this. If y'all can hear the way the judge is talking to her and he's like, we're offering you this and then you'll do this. This was the nicest, in my opinion, that he's been to her in a long time. Because
he really wanted her to take it.
He wanted her to take it because he had 2 sick kids at home.
Wow.
And, that's, I guess Rona is also going around here in Florida. Wow. And, so he really wanted her to take it. I think he really wanted to go home, be with his kids. And he had a little soft spot for Sarah today. But
he really was. And silver platter, they offered her 8 years, dude. You can, that's nothing. That's nothing. You're going to be in jail for the rest of your life.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Ma'am,
his brother looks
we'll circle back on that.
A little kid walking around.
Oh, bless him.
Issue. But in your conversations with your attorney so far, and the witnesses that they intend to call in the case, should you choose to put one on, are there any witnesses that you wanted to call or want to be as witnesses that your lawyers have not listed?
I'm unaware because I don't know what the list is.
Okay. All right. We will circle back and readdress that.
So what I wrote for that was basically Sarah Boone's list. Basically, can't find any witnesses. That's
Well, and that's the thing is that she supposedly there's neighbors that they're looking for and stuff,
Yeah.
but the neighbors, to my understanding, are going to testify that they heard, thumpity thump thump and, banging against the walls and that they fought all the time or whatever, and that she was just as drunk as him at all times and she attacked and she was terrible and she was mean and she was all these things. Like, I don't think she wants her neighbors testifying. They're not going to be there for her. They're going to be there for George.
right.
From what I understand.
Yeah, it's not gonna, I don't understand because I wrote and underlined a bunch. She seems so confident.
Right. And where is
And
this confidence coming from?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
understand. Her attorney hasn't begged her to take this plea. Why aren't you on your knees, sir, begging her to take this plea?
I don't know.
Other than she wants the infamy, does she want the fame? I don't know. I don't know what this is. I don't understand this, but she is not going to win this case. There is no way.
There's a possibility that she could be looking for some fame out of this because, she wanted professional hair, professional makeup.
Yeah.
She wanted to be fitted for outfits.
Yes, she does. She thinks this is like, I don't even know, like this is the Oscars or something. And she's wants to be dolled up and prettied, by a team of people and, have her ice water, with lemon and the straw next to her or something, like it's insane to me. This is what she thinks. No, bitch, you're in your jail flip-flops and you got your jail hair. And I don't even know if that's what you wear in jail or not, but you might as well, because that's what it looks like to me. And
actually she looked nice. They said it was a purple and black dress, but I think it was dress pants and a nice shirt. She looked pretty good. I thought. I mean, I can't believe I have now seen Sarah Boone in person.
I know, it's crazy.
I know.
All right, there's only a couple more minutes of this.
Okay.
This case was 4.5 years, and she did instruct us to make attempts to find neighbors in that apartment complex, which has changed hands and people have left. So we've been trying to find witnesses.
Okay, I don't know if you can hear him or not because it's really quiet, but that basically she's what I just said, that they've been looking for neighbors. They're trying to find neighbors who can come and corroborate her stories. But from what I understand, like I said, the only stories the neighbors are corroborating are the ones that are not in making her sound good at all. Like they heard thumps and bangs against the wall the night that, she probably threw that suitcase down the stairs.
Yeah.
From 30 plus days ago. But we haven't found as many as she wanted us to. We found some that we feel like will be helpful for the defense. But we potentially could have found more, but we did the very best that we could. I'll give her the list and then we'll bring that up again, Judge.
Okay, we can address that after she's had the opportunity to review the amended list. Ma'am, are you ready for trial?
I am.
Is there anything else you would like to bring to my attention at this time?
No, please, but if I may have water, please.
That's something I got to address with corrections during a break, ma'am. Thank you. All right, with that, we're going to go ahead and
would you like to take my lunch order too while you're at it? Like, what the hell, Sarah?
ask the state to bring in our jury. Before we bring them in, I'm going to ask the parties to reverse their positioning to be on the other side of defense counsel's tables, please.
Well, why did they do this, Randy?
Huh?
Did they have them switch desks?
No, that's what we thought they were going to do. They switched sides where the jury couldn't see her flip-flops.
Who switched sides? Sarah and her attorneys?
Yeah, they all go to the other side of that table. See I don't know, but they swapped sides of their desks.
Okay.
So the jury couldn't look down and
this
see.
was big.
All right.
Hey,
The
Mercedes.
plea offer that the state of Florida has offered Sarah Boone 15 years on a manslaughter charge, reducing the charge and guaranteeing a sentence for her, she says no.
Oh, I
And the judge-
see. I see. They're sitting on the back side of the desks so that the people coming in from the door can't see her feet.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Judge even cautioned her that if she is convicted on the murder charge, the mandatory minimum he's looking to sentence her would be upwards of 22 years, 22 and a half.
She's an idiot. Why she didn't take that plea deal, I will never understand. I will never understand why she didn't say yes to that.
Me either. And I knew, I'm like, this is it. And I'm going to be able to, I'll just eat the hotel money maybe, and I'll just go home and say I was there when Sarah made the deal, but it didn't happen.
So, okay. So after all of that happened, then what happened?
Well, then they all start. Oh, so it was funny. When the lawyers go up to the to where the judge is, there was this big loud noise, shh, just like that. And I thought, man, I'll be glad when that noise stops so I can hear what they're saying. But that was so we couldn't hear what they were saying.
Yes, that's the sidebar thing that they play, right? The white noise to drown them out so they can talk and you can't hear them. Ah, yes, I knew that. Yes.
But you can actually hear a little bit. So, but what it was what her lawyers were afraid of was they wouldn't get fair answers out of the people that were going to go up and be questioned about the jury, because they're not going to be able to think about anything except for the hurricane that's coming. And their mind would be elsewhere. And of course they threw in the Rona. Be careful, Shamat. You know, they're going to be thinking about that, the Rona going around in the hurricane. So I think that the judge finally just said, okay. Because he wanted to have it.
Who was the one saying that? Her lawyer or the prosecution? Her lawyer. Okay.
Hers. The judge wanted to have court today and tomorrow, and then the court was going to be closed Wednesday and Thursday, and for the hurricane to come through.
Yeah.
And he just went ahead and
instead he canceled it for the entire week. And so this case is on hold until next Monday now, where jury selection will begin finally.
Yeah.
And Randy has a decision to make now, whether she's going to stay there and ride out the hurricane or I don't know. I really don't want you driving home in this hurricane either. It's a 10-hour drive. So she breaks that up into 2 days. So you're heading right into bad weather, I think, or horrible traffic at minimum.
Traffic is crazy here. We stopped to get gas. It was crazy. I'm in a pickle, really, but I don't want to drive in it. I don't want to.
No,
I'm exhausted.
Especially to turn around and drive right back again.
Yeah.
On Monday. You know what I mean? For next Monday. That I don't want, by the time you get home, you're going to have like 1 day of rest and you're going to have to turn around and drive right back. Like that. I can't, I can't imagine
tired,
either.
Because I got in yesterday, so I'm tired too. Is it bad now? No, it's starting to look a little bad. It's bad where Debbie is. It's flooded, but I'm on Top Chat. But it's. I think I know I'm safer in this room than I would be on the road.
Yeah.
I
kind of feel that way too.
Yeah. But I worry about Jim being worried.
Right.
And my kids are worried.
Yeah. I mean, as long as you're safe, which I think you'll be safe in the hotel. I think you'll be safe there.
Yeah. I don't plan on going anywhere, getting out.
Right. And just ride it out, I guess. Try to relax. You have your computer there. So you've got your lifeline. and your
Yeah.
phone, obviously, so you can talk to your family and stuff, and just check in with them and so they know you're safe, and I guess just relax, take a mandatory vacation, unplanned mandatory vacation.
Yeah. See, I'm getting mixed. Lordy, you have enough water, unlike Sarah. Yeah. Keep everything
Yeah, keep
charged.
everything charged. Yeah,
I am
for sure.
doing that right now. I'm charging my backup charger, and
Good.
everything's staying charged. I just I can't believe that.
You have food, right? Because you have a little kitchenette, so you have food and a little refrigerator and stuff.
Yeah, as long as we don't lose electricity, which I mean, if I do, I've got, Jim
The
laughed at
hotel
me.
probably has generators and stuff like that, right? They probably have
Yeah.
backup.
Oh, I hope so. But if all else fails, Jim laughed at me when I got these, but I have 100 Slim Jims.
Oh my God.
So
You're gonna be running out of the courtroom with diarrhea. It's gonna be great.
good times.
Good times. The next update will be, well, Randy missed the whole day of the trial because she was in the bathroom clutching her gut,
I'm all set. Timber
doubled
said,
over in pain.
there's one thing about it. I bet you don't eat Slim Jims when you get home again. But
Right.
hopefully. I'm gonna boil some eggs. I went to Walmart and got a wok. That way, if I have to boil something, I can, or fry something, I can. So they were doing that. So
Boiled
that's
eggs and Slim Jim. Your room is gonna smell disgusting. You need
well,
to
it
get a
can't smell any worse than the other rooms out there, honey. Because
So, okay, so anything else happened? Anything else noteworthy?
I wish there was, but there wasn't. I'm hoping that what we saw today is like going to be the whole trial, but I doubt it. I doubt people got out today. Maybe they had a feeling what was going to happen, but I
Well,
didn't
it
have
was
that.
just jury selection, so that maybe people. That's what I was already. They already didn't really want to stream it, or they didn't seem to want to stream uh the way they do for a normal trial. Like I was looking at YouTube, I kept refreshing everything. I couldn't find it anywhere. I finally found a person who was covering it, and she's got a page on Twitter that she's checking. She's got like all the
Listen,
updates. I mean, she was great. I was like, dang, I guess I need to do that. But
I had gotten a text asking me about if I knew a woman that was she was all over it. And let's see.
I'll tell you who she was if you want me to.
Yeah.
She was great. I subscribed to her. I thought she was fantastic. Let me see if I can find her. I thought she was great, and she was going through the interrogation, which never gets old. I could watch that interrogation over and over.
Me too.
It's
The war
fantastic.
case was the war.
Yes, her. Yes, that's exactly who I was watching. Yes, and I thought she was fantastic. Like I could stream her and we'd be fine. I don't know if she would appreciate that.
Probably not.
But she was great. She was fantastic.
This week, if we wanted to go over some stuff, because I would love for us to listen to sometime this week, the husband's interview that he did.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
I haven't either.
Okay.
Do
you have a link for it? Can we watch it? Where is it?
I can find it.
Let me see if I can. I don't even think I have it on the playlist. I've been updating my playlist. For anyone who needs updated, you can go check it out if you want. I know the interrogation's on there. Several of the motion hearings are on there. Here it is, ex-husband interview. Let's see.
Should be 2 of them, I think.
Yeah, there's one that's 46 minutes long. Yeah, you want me to pull it in?
Yeah, we can listen to it now if you want to. Yeah.
You want to?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let me pull this in.
This is Sarah Boone's ex-husband talking about her, which he's going to take the stand too in the trial.
That's not going to go well. She's going to think he's going to be there to testify for her, and he's not. He's going to tell all the truth, which is that she's a train wreck.
Of recordings of detectives on the Sarah Boone case interviewing her ex-husband. The first interview takes place on scene. The second is a later follow-up phone call. I did alter the pitch on the audio in the first interview to make it easier to hear, and the child's name has been redacted. Let's go.
Today's date is February 24th, 2020. The time now is approximately 15:25 hours. This is in reference to Orange County case number 20-017904. I am currently located in my unmarked agency vehicle in front of 4748 France Lane, apartment number 3 in Winter Park, Florida. Also in the car with me is my partner,
Scott Lower.
And your name, sir?
Brian.
Okay. So, Brian, to my understanding, you were called over here. So can you just take me back to this morning and your involvement with Sarah, which is your ex-wife?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We've been divorced about a year and a half.
Okay.
I started calling her probably 10:30 or so.
He says here he called at 10:30, but earlier he said he called at 11:30. Detectives will look at his phone to verify the time.
It's her day to pick up the kid, but
Okay.
it doesn't always happen. 1 or 2 days a week, maybe she gets them.
Out of the 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
And what do you, like every other day you're supposed to?
well, we're supposed to.
How exhausting. This man sounds exhausted, and we are 3 minutes in, honestly. No,
dealing with her all these many years. Oh, Lord.
Right? Like, he doesn't even know if he wakes up in the morning, if she's even going to come get the child. He don't even know from day to day. He's already, like, he already sounds exhausted.
She's Monday, Tuesday, on Wednesday, Thursday, and then we alternate Friday through Sunday. So I was supposed to. I was actually my lawyer back a couple weeks ago, so I was looking to get it changed because.
Crime Junkie, that was my thought too. I thought the same exact thing. Like, what if tomorrow morning she comes in? Well, I guess it's not going to be tomorrow now. It's going to be next Monday. What if she comes in and she decides all of a sudden, you know what? Never mind. I do want that plea deal. Like, is it over? Is it off the table? Might be. The judge might not let her do it. I don't know.
Maybe she'll think about this as she's going through this. Maybe she'll think about it.
I would imagine over the course of this week, there's going to be plenty of people telling her, what the hell? Why did you say no to that?
Yeah.
Maybe she'll think again about it. And I don't know. I don't know if it's still on the table. I guess that's up to the prosecution.
You never stick to it. There's always some reason why. So it's general that I start calling her around to find out if she's actually going to get him, even though yesterday she told me she would.
We again hear Ms. Boone is unreliable. So much so that even though she confirmed the previous day that she would pick up her son, the ex knows he still has to call on the day to make sure she's going to follow through. We're talking about picking up a child, not the dry cleaning.
Wow.
We hear that she doesn't keep her word, doesn't do what she has agreed to do, and that this is a pattern of behavior. It appears that her treatment of others, including her own child, is based on what she wants, not on what they want or need.
So I started calling her about 10:30. Never got any answer until so I finally got a hold of her at 12:49.
And did she call you or you call her?
No, I called her. I called her at 11:25. I did that twice.
She's always maintained that she called him first.
I thought she did too. Yeah.
Before even calling 911, he had to tell her to call 911.
Yeah, that's what I
thought. Because generally she's asleep.
So she couldn't even tell that story correctly to the police.
Or whatever. And then I called her 2 more times at 12:21. And then I called her again at 12:49, and that's when she answered.
Okay.
Freaking out, saying that George was dead, and could I please come over?
A total of 5 phone calls. At 12:49, she finally answers. And at that time,
she said, George is dead. Can you please come over? What the hell? My God.
What?
she already knows the victim is deceased. We still don't know at what time she unzipped the suitcase, but now we know it was at or earlier than 12:49. Note what we don't hear. We don't hear that she said anything to Brian about trying CPR. We don't hear that she has called 911. We already know she hadn't called 911. The absence of mention of CPR doesn't mean it didn't happen, but we're not hearing that it did.
But I heard her recently say that she started CPR because the 911 operator helped her count. That was during the interrogation. I just saw that this morning.
Well,
During the
and that-
interrogation, she says that she did CPR on him because the 911 operator was helping her count. So that means that she unzipped him, got him out, had a conversation with Brian, all of this stuff before she even called 911 or started CPR.
But she also, remember she said, oh, he made a noise. He made a noise.
I don't remember that.
Anyone remember that?
I believe you. I just don't remember that. Damn.
Yeah.
But he was already dead though, right? Like I'm assuming.
Yeah, he had been dead all night.
So I told her, you need to call the police. And went and got the dog, my dog, in his crate and everything.
While Brian was on the phone with her, he told her to call police. She did not call 911 at this point. She told officers she didn't know what to do. It's unbelievable to not know to call 911. And now we learn Brian told her to call even before he left his house.
And started heading over here. She called me again at 12:54, asking if I was going to be coming over, if I had left yet.
At 12:54, she is still not on the phone with 911. She's not doing CPR if she's calling Brian. Her focus is on what she wants and needs.
I told her I had already left.
This is not good. None of this is good. This is all going to the jury.
Please, Sarah.
I know. Take the plea, you stupid fool. None of this is going to be good for you, girl. This is all going to the jury. Jury's going to hear all this.
I was be there in a couple minutes. So I got here, knocked on the door, walked in just right in the front entrance area. Told her once again, you need to call the police.
Was she on the phone with anyone when
Not
you
yet.
saw her?
Not yet.
Okay.
She was shaking. She was trying to get herself something to drink because she was just like freaking out. So that's when she got on the phone and called. And I said, I'm going outside because I don't really want to be in here right now. So I came outside and I sat in my car until people showed up. And it's kind of where we've gone from there. So
Instead of doing CPR or calling 911, Boone was getting herself a drink.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Crime Junkie says she was repulsed giving CPR, reluctantly did it, and of course complained. Who's surprised? Anybody surprised? Not
Because
me.
she already knew he was gone. But she had to act like she was shocked. I woke up and my boyfriend was in a suitcase, dead.
Right. Right. No, she was worried about getting herself a drink. This is the thirstiest bitch ever. I swear to God. She's thirsty. She's always thirsty.
Okay, so you called her about 5 or 6 times before she answered.
yeah, which completely normal.
Normal to you. Okay. The rotation real quick. So Monday,
frustrating.
Tuesday, she'll have them. Wednesday, Thursday, you'll have them, and then you rotate each weekend.
Well,
Like it's every other weekend.
how it's supposed to work. Generally, it's 1 or 2 times, maybe a week. I think she had him last Tuesday was the last time he was actually over here.
And spent the night.
Yes.
Okay.
Probably another week before that.
What's your son's name? You think he stayed here last Tuesday?
Yes. I'm pretty sure it was last Tuesday.
Okay, so you technically have him more than she does. Is that where you're
Yeah,
getting?
that's why I said I was
So
going
even though that's how it's supposed to be, you still have him.
Yeah, it's not a good day. George is in a bad mood or whatever else reason. I think sometimes just she wants to stay up and drink and can't really do that. She's got to wake up and take him to school.
Oh yeah, this is going to go great in front of the jury. This is going to be fantastic.
And he don't even have to testify. Just play this.
I absolutely, and this is evidence. It's on the this is the recording in their vehicle, so this is going to be put in evidence, just like the interrogation is.
Well, the next day, right? Any number of different reasons. So.
Sounds like her care for and commitment to her child is dependent on what's convenient for her.
Okay. How long have you known Sarah?
About 500 damn years.
Yeah. Too long now.
Feels like 1,000.
Let's see here. I was probably 23 or so when we met.
Oh, wow.
Something like that.
Since you were 23?
Yeah. Yeah, so probably, 20 years. We dated for quite a while. And then got married, whatever it was, 12, 13 years ago, something like that. Well, I guess 12, 13 years ago before the divorce. So I guess like 14, 15 ago, something like that, maybe.
Okay. What can you tell me about her?
She's a train wreck.
I don't. She's generally not. She can get a bit violent when she drinks.
Whoa! He just said she gets violent when she drinks. Oh no! No!
Not to this kind of extent.
Right.
Why did you not take the plea, you stupid loser?
I don't know what happened exactly. But,
right. No, I'm just looking for.
That was part of it. The alcohol has gotten worse and worse and worse over the years. That's one of the main reasons why I divorced her. I just couldn't deal with it. It got to the point where, on weekdays she'd go out, and I guess the George person is one of the people she had met. Because I separated at one point, went over to my parents' house to live for a few months. And I guess she met him over at the pool place or something like that. But I'd come back, we were in therapy trying to work it out. And on a weeknight when he's got school the next day, I've got work the next day. She was out until 3 o'clock.
Did you even imagine going to therapy with this woman and trying to work on it? Which I can't even imagine how frustrating that was.
In the morning when the bar closes, and she'd bring people back over on the back porch. One time some random person walked in my house and started screaming for Sarah at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning when we're trying to sleep. I just couldn't get over it.
So did you still live here?
No. I bought her out of our house.
Okay.
Now we learn that Miss Boone's history of violent behavior and her alcohol issue precedes her relationship with Mr. Torres. While that does not mean Mr. Torres was an angel, it does mean that Ms. Boone cannot blame her behavior on the relationship with the victim.
But people running in your house at 3, 4 in the morning screaming for Sarah, that sounds like drug addiction to me, not alcohol.
Yeah.
So I wonder if she has, it does say substance abuse. Okay, so I wonder if she has a history of drug problems too.
Her pattern of behavior had already been established prior to that relationship. And we're hearing again that she just does whatever she wants, regardless of the impact on other people, including her own family. That Brian bought her out of the house within the last year and a half likely means she got a sum of money or that she's receiving payments. So money shouldn't be a big problem, but it won't be a surprise if we learn her addiction robbed her of that money.
I was going to just sell it and move because I kind of want to go back to College Park, which is where I'm from, but I thought it would be maybe easier for me if I just bought her out and kept that house so we had a little bit of continuancy, kind of.
Understandable.
So that's what I ended up doing, and then she moved right down the street here, so.
And how long would you say the alcoholism has been a part of her life?
It's always been a part of her life. It seemed to have gotten worse and worse. I think more or less kind of since we had I think a lot of it was the fact that she kind of, I guess, maybe felt trapped or something. That, I mean, before that, I mean, whatever she wanted, you're outside having a drink. Oh, I want to go play pool. You go over across the street, you play pool for a little bit.
Yeah.
That's not happening anymore when she got a kid.
Right.
So.
How old's your son?
He is 9.
This is in keeping with everything else we've seen and heard. It does tell us that her issues and behaviors are long-standing. They would have been present prior to the birth of the child and only become obvious at that point. I want to make it clear that this is not caused by the child. Ms. Boone's issues were already there.
So, but I mean, she started just getting really angry when she drank a lot. She said last night she fell asleep. There were plenty of times where she just basically passed out from drinking. So,
So you've witnessed her pass out from drinking.
Oh
yeah. Okay. And when she passes out, is she like out cold?
Oh, she's out.
Like how difficult would it be to like wake her?
Well, I mean, if I were to like shake her or something,
Right.
I could probably wake her up. But me making a phone call or noise probably wouldn't do it.
Okay. And would she be like in the middle of doing something and just like out cold, or would she go to bed?
Yeah,
and
it would
just
be
out cold?
Yeah, she wouldn't like fall over or anything. It would be more of a lay down and then she just out.
Right. Okay.
The detective asks good questions here, and so we learn that Ms. Boone doesn't just fall down and pass out. She first goes to lay down. This is important in respect to her decision to walk away from Mr. Torres and leave him confined. If she'd fallen down and passed out, the story would be different. Having said that, she herself already stated she wanted to make Mr. Torres squirm. She chose to leave him confined and suffering in a situation she knew could kill him, and she walked away.
See, I don't. Okay, I disagree with that. I think she wanted him to squirm and suffer for sure, but I don't think it occurred to her that he could die. I don't think she tried to kill him. I don't think she even. I think she's stupid, and I've said this before, and that's not a defense at all. And Lord knows I'm not defending her. But I don't think that this, you left him in a situation where you knew he could die. I don't believe that. I don't think she thought that way.
I agree. No,
I think she's just dumb. She wanted to squirm. She wanted him to do some thinking. She wanted him to suffer. But I don't think she thought, oh, maybe he could die. I don't think she thought that.
No, I think when she turned him over at the end, which people are like, we don't know if that was in the right how they showed the video, but if he was on his back first or on top on the top of the suitcase first. I can't spit the words out, but I think when she flipped him over where the top was up, I think that she thought he could get out, or he would get out, and obviously, he couldn't, but yeah, I don't think she meant to kill him.
So Butter Crumpet says, I think it went through her mind. It went through her mind that he could die, and she didn't care because that was worst case scenario. Her mind was focused on revenge. I don't know, Butter Crumpet. Something tells me she's not that smart. I don't think she realized that he could possibly die. Maybe she did, and I'm, giving her way too much credit. I don't know. I honestly don't know. It'll be interesting, though, how she is going to try to claim self-defense now by battered spouse. That's not it. Battered spouse syndrome. Mm-hmm. She's going to claim self-defense, meaning she did this on purpose.
And he said that today. He said, so you're self-defense.
Yeah. And they're saying self-defense because, she was triggered and she thought that he was going to come for her. So she did this to him on purpose. So that goes against everything she said in the interrogation, of course, which is why they tried to have that thrown out. So I don't know what a jury's going to think. Well, I do know. I know exactly what a jury's going to think. A jury's going to think same thing we all think. You're a liar.
do you know about her and George's relationship, if anything?
It was. I mean,
Hey, Emerald Girl, love you, Dolly.
I think she had him arrested like 5 or 6 times for domestic violence. I mean, he's stuck a steak knife in the back of her leg one time.
We already knew that Mr. Torres was violent toward Miss Boone, and now we're hearing something of how serious it was. The use of a weapon, any weapon, but particularly a deadly weapon, shows you just how dangerous the situation was. I'm not excusing or justifying violence on anybody's part. The facts show that this relationship was highly dangerous to Ms. Boone. How that relates to this particular night is a different conversation, and we will likely get to that at a later date. Miss Boone's story is that they were playing and everything was fine. So a straight up self-defense argument won't work. I want to say something here about how people want to perceive victims and offenders and what is demanded of victims. A lot of people want to see the offender as evil and the victim as good. But we're talking about humans. People are messy. With very few exceptions, nobody is all good or all bad. If that were the case, nobody would get stuck in terrible relationships. We could simply avoid the bad people. And just because a victim has done bad things doesn't mean they should be victimized. Some people want proof that the victim is good and innocent and pure as the driven snow in order to acknowledge they've been victimized and it's wrong. With the exception of babies, no one can live up to that. We can confidently say both that Ms. Boone did suffer at Mr. Torres's hands and that Mr. Torres should not have lost his life. These two concepts are not contradictory. Okay, my little rant is over.
That's a very good point. You can paint him as this horrible abuser and a drunk and a whatever he was and all the things. And he cheated on you and he did this and he did that. You can absolutely paint him as all of those things. Yes. And you're still responsible for killing him.
Yeah. You don't get to be judge, jury, and executioner.
Right. Right. It's a very good point.
Let's move on.
So has he always been the one that gets arrested, or has she ever?
She was also one of the times. One of the times, both of them were arrested.
And you just know that every time she gets arrested, that this man is the first call. You know it.
Yeah.
This is basically her dad. This is her daddy. He has to take care of everything. He's the only one he's the adult. He's the only adult in this situation.
But all the others have been him. But the very next day, she's in there trying to get it bailed out. So I don't know. Basically, they get drunk, they get in a fight, she gets upset, she calls the cops. I mean, granted, I saw lots of black eyes, bruises.
On her?
Oh, yeah.
We're hearing about a pattern of IPV against her, as well as evidence that she engaged in similar behavior toward him. That she would.
Okay, so I think IPV is intimate partner violence. Am I correct? Does anybody know?
Good.
I think that's what IPV is. I think that's what they call it now. Instead of domestic violence, they call it IPV, intimate partner violence. I believe that's what it is, but somebody correct me if I'm wrong.
Would go and get him out of jail is common with IPV victims.
Hey, Shamat.
The research shows that even after suffering severe injuries or after a truly life-threatening incident, victims minimize within the first 24 hours. The window of opportunity for the most effective intervention is at the time of the incident or within the first few hours. Minimization, compartmentalization, and self-blame are ways to cope. This can be baffling and frustrating for family and friends. It's frustrating for police officers and those working in criminal justice who work like mad to put together a solid case only to have the victim recant or enable the offender to violate bail or probation conditions.
I would say that those two words, baffling and frustrating, are perfect words to describe Sarah.
Yeah.
Baffling and frustrating. Those are perfect words. Perfect words. She's both of those things.
Instead of seeing this as a sign that the victim doesn't need help, it should be viewed as evidence that the victim is psychologically stuck and is therefore at increased risk. Brian mentioned Ms. Boone had also been arrested. One of the arrests was for strangulation, where she was the aggressor. Mr. Torres didn't want to proceed with charges. Research has consistently shown that choking is a strong predictor of future lethal violence in IPV cases. Strangulation is a strong predictor of homicide and is considered a warning sign. Already we have learned that there was a long-standing pattern of IPV, that both parties were stuck, that the violence was frequent and severe, that potentially lethal means had been used, that there were clear warning signs backed by research of future homicide, and that both parties had addictions and the substance of choice was a disinhibitor. Without strong intervention, it was only a matter of time before one of them was killed.
Wow.
So, I mean, there definitely was. Now,
However, would you see George as much as you would see him or her?
I hardly ever saw him. I honestly, I didn't like being around either one of them.
Right.
To be honest, and him more so.
Yeah.
So, it's like that.
But you know, when it goes back to her, and I've probably said this before, you know, showing her that day or looking at her interrogation, you don't see any she's not crying her eyes out for her boyfriend that she lost.
Not at all. Nope. Nope, not at all. And watching it, I like I said, I watched the interrogation again today. It's it's a fascinating interrogation. It's really, I could watch it a lot often. And we've seen it a few times now, but she was again I think she thought that they were on her side at first, because of course that's what they wanted her to think.
Yeah.
And then when she finally started to realize that this wasn't going to go her way, she gets almost mad at them. Like, this isn't fair. She says this isn't fair a lot. It's very interesting to me that her mentality of this whole thing. Like, it did not ever occur to her just how bad this was. I think she still doesn't understand how bad it was because she's not taking the plea. She still to this day doesn't want to admit what she did to him.
I would have took the plea today just to get it over with. I'm telling you, even though I got a little,
I would have taken that plea and gotten on my knees and thanked the prosecution for even offering it. That's how fast I would have taken that plea.
As soon as they said manslaughter, I'm like, ding, 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 ding.
Done.
This is your chance.
Where do I sign? Thank you so much. I don't deserve that. Thank you. That's where I would have been with that. I don't understand why she didn't. I will never understand why she didn't. Crazy to me that she said no to that.
If it hadn't have been for me getting kicked out of the courtroom, you would have heard me say yes.
That's right. Oh, you travel all that way just for her to take a damn plea at the last minute. I'm gonna get you, Sarah. I'm gonna be here 12 years, bitch. I'm coming back to Florida.
I'm not putting any books on your commissary. I mean,
That's right.
money on your books, whatever.
Wasted my whole damn trip.
I drove into a hurricane.
Right. That's right.
Just I don't know. It's my ex-wife. She made me really mad with everything. How the whole divorce went down, and just, I mean, the way she acted and the way she changed, and the way they both are. I mean, what it's done and everything else. He's nobody I cared to see. Let me put it that way. I mean, it's not like I really went out of my way to it's just.
when you guys do drop-offs or anything, is it always through the school, or would you like have to come here and see them, or no?
No, it's pretty much always during the school. Now sometimes she would come over or something like that. Sometimes he would be driving, but I mean, he would just stay in the car. She would come in, so I mean, I really wouldn't see him.
So it's not like you have like conversations with George.
No, I mean, maybe a few times when they drunkenly called me at night because she was telling me she needed to escape because whatever's going on, or she's put him on the phone, but I don't know.
They would call
How
him. I know that it's not just her. And she would put Torres on the phone. If she's calling and or putting him on the phone, we know that at least at those times, Torres was not preventing her from calling for help. That's something we look for in assessments. If the offender disables the phone or acts to prevent the victim from calling for help, that's an aggravating factor. When Brian refers to her needing to escape, we don't know if that means she just wants a breather, or if she's trying to escape from violence that's occurring, or if she thinks things are going to escalate and she's avoiding that. What we are hearing is that she does feel she has the option to escape, that she has used this to cope in the past, and that Torres does not stop her. It's common for perpetrators to prevent the victim from getting help and prevent the victim from walking out. In fact, a victim's attempt to walk away is seen as a loss of control for the perpetrator and frequently causes an escalation in violence. When you hear about a victim remaining in the house with an abuser, often this is why. The victim knows that walking away will trigger an escalation. That does not appear to be the case here. This may be an important detail to remember for future reference, depending on what her defense is.
When's like the last incident that you recall of there being like a domestic dispute between her and George?
I mean, she told me like a week ago.
Would be released.
I mean, I'm sure we'll hear them during trial. If there's anything noteworthy, they'll play it at trial, right?
Yeah, probably. I just figure she has hounded him to death since she's been in jail.
I wonder what she's, maybe trying to expect him to do for her while she's been in there.
What?
You know what I mean? Like, trying to get him to do God only knows what, because I agree with you. She probably did. She probably has been hounding him, but I wonder for what, though.
Help and money.
What can he do? Other than give her a bunch of money, he's not, which I can't imagine he wants to do.
Right.
She had to escape from the house and wanted me to come pick her up. I told her I wasn't going to because I'm just tired of it happening. I mean, it was midnight. I mean, child's trying to sleep and just.
Wow.
Honestly, I don't always believe her when she said these things were going on. And
she called you?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and I mean, apparently she went back inside and slept well. Fine mood the next day. I guess didn't really remember calling me, so I don't know if it was just she wanted to come over to. I don't know. She keeps on trying to come over to like hang out or something like that, or she'll come over to spend time with Lucas rather than actually him over here like she's supposed to, but she wants to come over there and play with him. So I'm not sure how real that was. Last time I know there was an actual physical confrontation. It's probably been a little while because this last time George got arrested, I know he was on free trial, whatever, something. I don't know. He had a parole officer. He had a domestic violence class. Like,
so that's the last time. Basically, the last time he was arrested was the last physical altercation that you recall.
I think so.
And it looks like escape doesn't necessarily mean there was violence, and it sounds like there have not been incidents for some time. However, the absence of a reported incident doesn't mean the absence of any incident, and the psychological aspects don't change quickly. And there can be abuses and power and control dynamics which don't involve physical altercations. Add to that addictions and personalities. Importantly, though, we're hearing there has not been an escalation, and there has been at least a reduction in frequency and severity of incidents. It sounds like Mr. Torres was working to change. Sadly, Ms. Boone needed to change too, and she didn't.
I don't know for sure, but I think so.
And you have any idea what year or month that may have been?
Like a few months, maybe?
A few months ago?
Yeah, something like that, maybe. I don't think it was incredibly long.
Okay. Like around the holidays of last year, before the holidays?
I think it was probably before the holidays. I'm trying to remember.
Okay.
Because oddly enough, it was like a 3-week period where she actually had Lucas all the time she was supposed to because he was in jail for a month or something like that.
Okay.
Because they wouldn't let him out.
Yeah. And you said when she drinks that she can get physically aggressive.
She can. I mean, she did it to me a lot where she'd hit me and stuff like that. I mean, she's tiny.
Yeah. What do you mean hit though? Like open hand smack you or like try to punch you?
Yeah, she'd punch me. I mean, more arms. She many times would use her claws. I mean, I scratched on my neck at times, on my arms. I mean,
this is not going to be good. This is not looking good for our heroine.
They need to let her watch this before she.
Does she honestly think he's not going to tell?
Probably.
Or that they're not going to ask him? I wonder if she is going to be like, "How could you betray me?" Right. He's like, "They're just asking me questions. I have to tell the truth.
I just only tell the truth."
Oh boy.
Things like that where she'd dig with her claws. I never got that drunk, and I had restraint. I never touched her back. I think George didn't have that restraint, and at times he would hurt her back. So for all I know, all the times he got arrested, she started it. I wasn't there, so but I know she could get violent at times.
Okay.
But I mean, it wasn't anything too much. I mean, just
right. Yeah. I mean, you don't feel like she was a huge threat.
No,
right? No. Yeah, like you could handle yourself.
Yes.
Again, Ms. Boone's history of violent behavior predates her ever meeting Mr. Torres. Not only was she violent, it was enough to leave scratches and bruises on her husband. You can hear how Brian minimizes the violence he suffered. This is common among all victims, and especially common with male victims. The fact that he is a man does not make an assault on him acceptable. You hear him agreeing that he could handle himself. This too is common, and it leads male victims and those around them to believe they are safe when they are not. I'm hoping that every man listening and everyone listening who has men in their life who they love is really hearing this. Violence against men should be taken more seriously than it is. And the assumption that a man suffering IPV is safe just because he's a man is incorrect. Blind acceptance of this assumption too often ends in tragedy.
Does she drink daily?
I think pretty much.
Okay. Do you know like her drink of choice?
That would be vodka.
Vodka.
Or wine, but vodka is the big one.
And does she or George have a job?
No. She hasn't worked for over 2 years. Well, I guess you could maybe call when he's got a job. He worked at the Ace Hardware up across the street here.
Okay.
Which is now going out of business.
Okay.
He kind of off and on worked there. When he did work, it was 15, 20 hours a week, something like that. I mean, my alimony and stuff basically pays for where they live. So, I mean, they didn't need a ton, but I mean, she was always calling to borrow money, and but it's been like 2 years since she got a job.
This man could not chew his leg out of this bear trap fast enough. Poor man,
and still having to support her,
right? While she's a whole waste.
She She keeps on telling me she's looking. She's always finding the good opportunities and everything, but
There she is.
So Brian bought her out of the matrimonial home and he pays alimony, but she still asks to borrow money from him. She claims to be looking for work, but she's not actually worked since before the divorce. We are seeing more about her irresponsibility. While Mr. Torres is only working part-time, he is working. Sounds like he was losing his job and income, so that would add some stress to the household.
When you came over here, I know you said that she called you freaking out, saying he was dead. Did she give you any more, like, just why or how?
She told me that they were playing last night or something, and he got in the suitcase and she fell asleep. Okay. That's all she told me, so I don't know anything beyond that.
Okay.
And I really didn't talk to her much because I came inside. I told her you need to call the police, and then I came back out. And I think she went on the back porch to smoke a cigarette, so I didn't even really talk with her much.
Oh, like she was going outside. Did you see her take a cigarette?
Yeah, she was going outside with a. Well, I also know when the cops showed up, she kept on telling them she had a cigarette burning out there, and she needed to go put it out.
Okay.
But they were keeping her away from stuff, I guess.
Right. Okay.
Confirmation that she went out for a drink and a smoke before calling 911. That
Oh,
means
yeah.
she wasn't doing CPR. If she made any attempt at CPR prior to answering the call from Brian, it's clear that she abandoned it. If you go back and listen to the 911 call, it doesn't sound like she's actually doing CPR then either. Her statements to the responding officer that she started CPR immediately were self-serving. And because we're hearing the fell asleep excuse again, I will again point out that she chose to confine Mr. Torres. She admitted to intending that he suffer, and she chose to walk away while knowing her action could cause his death.
I disagree with that. That's always the part where they get me. Like I'm totally with you. I'm absolutely in agreement. Totally with you until you start talking about knowing that her actions could cause his death. I just don't think she knew that.
No, I don't either. I agree with that.
And I don't know if that changes anything. Like, does that change it to unintentional homicide, manslaughter? Like, I don't even know what.
I mean, if they're willing to do manslaughter, that's basically, unintentional, right?
Right. I think it is manslaughter. Like, that's exactly what I would think that this is.
Yeah.
You killed him. But for you, he would be alive. I don't think that she walked away thinking, if I do this, he's gonna die.
Right.
She knew he would be mad. She knew he would be uncomfortable, but I don't think, because she's dumb. Like she's, I just don't think her head even went there.
Mm-mm.
And like I said, I don't know if that changes anything. Maybe it doesn't change anything. But they keep saying it as if it means something. Like the fact that she knew he could die is like a gross, like it's negligence on her part. So I don't know if that can be included. I don't know.
She intentionally did these things before she fell asleep.
But yeah, she wanted me to come back there with her. I was like, I'm going out here. I can be in here, so.
Right. And that's when she went to call 911.
Well, she called 911 while I was in there. I was standing right in the foyer area.
What? What?
Hey.
So now so she called you on the phone, told you that he died. There were a couple more phone calls even after that. He gets to the place and she still hasn't even called 911.
Wow.
I thought that he told her to call 911 and that she called them before he even got there. And that's not true. He got there, she was standing there, and then she finally called.
So this is going to be where we find out if she really did CPR.
Exactly. Maybe he saw her, or maybe, 911 told her to do it, but I'm sure that she wasn't honest about how long he'd been there, because 911, I mean, how is that going to help her? How is CPR going to possibly help him at that late stage? He's been dead an hour already or more.
Yeah. Or more.
Maybe even way more,
I assumed way more.
But just in the time that she called him, and he came all the way freaking over there before she even did it. Damn. I did not know that before. Sheesh.
And I mean, it was apparently a pretty quick conversation, and that's when she started to go that way, and I just told her I'm going out front. So
Okay.
Jeez.
Okay. So they were playing, and she went upstairs and went to bed.
I don't know where she went. She just told me she went to sleep.
Or she went to sleep. Okay.
Okay, someone in the chat said that it's the difference between murder and manslaughter, the negligence. She definitely was negligent, for sure.
Yes.
She was negligent, but I don't know if she knew that her negligence would cause his death. That's where I'm stuck. And maybe it doesn't matter, and I'm stuck for no reason. Maybe it doesn't matter. But they keep saying it. And so I feel like maybe it matters. I don't know. Somebody tell me. Somebody who's better at law, tell me. I don't know.
You don't know where.
I don't know where.
You didn't ask more questions.
I didn't ask more
Definitely was
questions.
negligent, for sure.
Leave that to you guys.
Yes.
I'm with
That's
you.
odd. He said it was a quick conversation with 911, and he went out front as she was headed out back. Something is
No.
off here.
That's
What
not
really
what she
happened?
said.
Has he got it wrong?
Wait a minute. She said that 911 helped her count the CPR breaths.
I believed her too.
That's what she said. I mean,
Mhm.
and that would be on the 911 call, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
That would be on the call, on the recording. Has anyone heard it? Is it on there?
Let me see if I can find it.
Because that is a very big.
It's going to sound different now.
Sure is. If he's saying it was a short call with 911, then how are they walking her through CPR? And why wouldn't he mention that right now?
I found it. You want me to put it in?
Yeah. Let's put a pause on this. You go ahead. Yeah, bring that in.
Okay.
I'm curious. And listen, I know this is all stuff we probably should have done before getting all involved in this case. Okay. We're not true crime experts over here. Okay.
Oh, we're trying to be, though.
We're learning like everybody else.
Location of the emergency. 4748 France Court, apartment 3. 4748. What's the street name? France, FRANTZ. And the apartment number? 3. Is this a police or medical? My boyfriend is dead. And tell him the fire department do not hang.
She doesn't even know. She doesn't know if it's police or medical. He's dead. I don't know. You tell me.
Fire rescue. So location emergency.
That's 32. No, please don't leave. 4748 France Lane, apartment 3. France Court.
She said, please don't leave. Was she talking to Brian?
Yeah.
Okay, just near Mackenzie Drive.
He's all, I'll see you later.
Yeah.
She's all, no,
Good luck with that.
Good luck with all this.
Okay, 4748 France, correct?
Correct.
All right, correct. Now tell me exactly what happened there.
My boyfriend and I were playing last night, and I put him in his case, and we were playing, and like kind of hide and seek kind of thing. So I fell asleep, and I woke up, and he was dead in the suitcase. I don't know what happened.
Him in a suitcase.
I don't know what happened.
Huh.
Yeah.
Right, okay, what's your apartment number?
3.
Apartment 3?
Yes, like he has like blood coming out of his mouth, and I don't know if like he had like an aneurysm or what happened.
Right, okay, all right, okay. Listen, we're getting help out there too. All right, okay. Okay,
Right now?
Okay, yeah, man, listen, we're on our way out there. You're at 407-716-8684. Okay, is he hanging from somewhere or what, ma'am?
No, I pulled him out of the suitcase. I tried giving him CPR.
Okay, so he was in a suitcase?
Yes, and I fell asleep.
Okay, how old is the boyfriend, ma'am? 42-year-old male. All right. Okay, we're sending help out there. Sheriff's Officer on the way out there?
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry?
Yeah, okay. All right, listen to me. Okay, I just need to confirm this. All right, I understand. I just need to confirm this. Is he awake at all? Is he conscious at all?
No, he's purple.
Is he breathing?
No.
All right. I need you to get him on the floor, flat on his back for me, okay?
I did. I tried giving him CPR.
All right.
I tried giving him CPR.
Yeah, okay.
But nothing happened. He's purple.
Okay, listen to me. There's a defibrillator available. I need you to get it for me, okay?
What is it?
You have an AED available?
No.
All right. You're right by him now.
I'm sorry?
Are you right by him now?
Yes.
Okay. Lay him flat on his. Okay, ma'am, listen. So listen, is he cold and stiff?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, he's not necessarily cold, but he's stiff. And he's purple.
Okay. All right, listen to me. Listen to me. I want you to lay him flat on his back for me on the floor.
I did.
Removing the pillows. Okay.
Yes, I did.
All right. Okay.
He's stiff and purple.
Right. Okay. Listen. Okay, man. That's fine. We're still going to do compressions on him. Okay. All right. Place the heel of your hand on his breastbone, right in the center of the chest, right between the nipples.
Yes.
Put your other hand on top of that hand.
Baby, I'm telling you. Just by looking at him, you can tell.
Okay. And
please. Okay, he just gurgled.
Okay. Listen to me. All right. I want you to place the heel of your hand. Okay, right between his chest, right between his breastbones.
Yes.
Put your other hand on top of that hand.
Yes,
we want to pump his chest to me hard and fast, going to this twice per second.
I'm doing it again.
Okay, no, just keep on pumping. That's all you need to do for me. Keep on pumping his chest for me. I don't need you to stop and talk or anything. I just want you to count out loud for me, okay?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This is nothing.
Okay, ma'am, just keep on pumping his chest. That's all you need to do for me, okay?
Yes.
She doesn't even want to do it.
Hurry up.
Okay, ma'am, they're driving here as fast as they can. Okay, don't stop to say hurry up. Just keep on pumping and counting.
I'm still doing it while I'm talking to you, okay?
Okay.
Still doing it.
All right, just continue pumping his chest. Count on a second count with you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Please hurry.
Okay, ma'am, they're getting there as fast as they can, okay?
He's stiff and he's purple.
Okay. Keep pumping his chest for me, ma'am.
I'm still doing it, okay? Still doing it. Just don't make me count.
Right, okay, that's fine. You do a good job. Just keep on doing it for me. That's all right. They're getting there as fast as they can, along with the sheriff's office also, okay?
Please.
Okay. Keep on pumping, ma'am. 1,
We were playing
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep on pumping for me, ma'am.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Believe me, I'm doing it, okay? We were playing hide and seek.
Okay. All right, I understand. All right, just keep on pumping for me, okay? Okay.
He's hurt.
He's even exhausted.
Okay.
Horrible. This is horrific.
Yeah, kind of.
What happened? Like, what happened?
You
Okay,
killed
ma'am,
him.
just keep on pumping his chest for me, okay? They're in the parking lot. They should be up there shortly, okay?
I'm still doing it, okay?
Right, okay, good. And you found them in a suitcase, you said?
Yes. We were playing hide and seek last night. I fell asleep. I think they're here.
Right, just keep on pumping his chest until they take over, okay?
I am.
Okay.
I am.
Okay.
I am.
Okay.
Open. Come in. Can I stop pumping now?
Let them take over for you, okay?
When was the last time anybody saw him? Last night. Okay. We were playing hide and seek. He hit the suitcase. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, he's been down too long. There's nothing we can do for
He's already coming up with an alibi.
Hello, ma'am.
And so we're there, obviously.
All right. Yeah, no, my boyfriend. Is your boyfriend? Okay. Does he have any kind of metaphors? No. No, not that I know of. Hello?
Hey, ma'am, the fire department's going to take care of you now, okay? Yeah, so we'll see you there.
Alrighty. Oh, ma'am, is still there? Hello?
Wow.
So when now we don't know if she was really pumping or not.
We don't know. She just said that she was, but
Yeah.
I mean, I love that her ex tried to leave and she's like, stop it.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and go. So
Yeah. Good
was
luck
like-
with what you've got going on here, and I'll see you later.
you obviously are busy, so I'm gonna go ahead and take care of the kid and good luck. Good luck with all this. Oh my god. I guess I don't know. I don't know if that answers any questions for me or not, but
No, it didn't for me. Because I don't think she was pumping that hard. But I mean, she said he's stiff.
mhm.
So that means,
I think it creeped her out when he
gurgle.
was like, yeah, and he was gurgling, and yeah, I think that really freaked her out.
Yeah.
God bless that man. Like, I can't even imagine what his last moments were like. Fuck you, Sarah. Want your fucking water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet George would have liked to have some water. Damn bitch.
Yeah, they weren't giving her a sip of nothing today. Nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, no, fuck you and your water. You're on trial for murder, ma'am. Do you realize that?
Yeah, we're definitely not here for your convenience.
Exactly. Thank you. It's like, we're not here to make sure you're having a good time, okay? That's not why we're here.
That's
Ugh.
true. If because it takes a lot to pump someone's chest.
Yeah, I was thinking that she would be more out of breath, but to be fair, I've never done it other than on a mannequin. So,
Yeah.
oh, I know. Rest easy, George. That is, I can't think too long about his last moments because every fear unlocked.
Right.
You know, just worst fears in life, being buried alive, anything, oh God, I just can't. I can't even imagine. Bless him.
Mm-mm.
And I'm sure he was a pain in the ass. I'm sure he was all the things. I'm sure. But he didn't
But
need
he
to
was
die.
putting up with her. I mean, I'm not going to defend him hitting her, but
No, but she hit him too, apparently, and strangled him. So, obviously, I don't know. Obviously, they had things going on. None of that's okay, but you know, the man died a gruesome, horrible death at the hands of this absolute nutter.
He did.
Who still seems to find more, you know, more reasons to be concerned about herself than anything else or anyone else.
Yeah.
Which is just amazing.
Loves the attention.
She must. She must. And I can't help but wonder if that's why she's refusing the plea.
I think that, boy, that's dumb.
It sure is. It sure fucking is dumb, girl.
Oh. Well, I think we should finish the rest of that other one later. I'm exhausted and I want to look up this hurricane stuff.
Absolutely. That's fine. I mean, there's not a whole lot more of that one anyway that, you know, was. I can put the link in the chat for anybody here. Maybe we should do that since we used her stuff. Here's the link to that video that we were watching. If you guys want to finish it up. Here it is. I'm also going to add it to the playlist so that we can keep it if we ever need it again.
Very telling.
I'll put it right there on the Sarah Boone playlist. Can you send me the 911 link too? And I'll add that to the playlist too. There's a playlist on my channel called Sarah Boone. It has all the things on it. If you guys need to get caught up and you're looking for a place to get caught up, you can look there. If there's something missing, if you want me to add something, just message me and let me know. I'll be happy to add it. Good luck out there, Randy.
Oh, I'll be okay. I'm trying to get this link. You know, I'm new at this
Mac stuff.
Yeah. How do I copy it?
Control C, or it's Command C. Copy. Bye, Ginger. Have a great day, everybody. Yeah, hit that thumbs up on your way out, pretty please.
All right. Y'all have a good night, and I will see y'all soon. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
On the path. It's scary the first time, but you'll be okay. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah, keep everybody in your prayers, y'all. Everybody in the path. Be safe, everybody. Bye, guys.
Bye, y'all.